Okay, welcome everybody to the 22nd edition of the virtual lounge session. Today we have with us Mr. Rakesh Vatash, 1973 batch, who will be talking to us about my video making journey. That is his video making journey and YouTube. I must share with all members that all through our journey of the virtual lounge session,
No
all the
voice.
recordings
No
have been
voice.
edited by Rakesh Vatash and have been uploaded
No
to
sound.
YouTube. And Jamalpur Alumni Association is grateful to him for his effort for having helped out with the editing and the uploading of all the past sessions. I'll hand you over to Rakesh. Rakesh, please take over.
Yeah, thank you, Ranjit. Good evening, everyone. As just now Ranjit Virdi has mentioned that I have generally been behind the scenes. So it's a bit awkward for me to face the camera. And even in as much as my video making hobby is concerned, I'm usually behind the camera. So role reversal has its own handicaps. Anyway, I'll be talking briefly. I'll run through my presentation and try to be having some issues with showing some of the links I had prepared. As we go along, we would like to see whether they work or not. Briefly, this is what I intend to cover during my short talk, is how my video making journey started, the process of overview of video making. There is one aspect which I have adopted for myself, that is digitization of old pics or old pictures. Then I would like to discuss a little bit on technology-oriented shots, which have come in with the new technology that has become available in the last few years. A little bit, I would like to talk about the editing process and the elements that go into editing a video. I would like to touch upon the impact of AI in video making to the extent that interfaces that are available in video editing software that I use, and how these capabilities are developing in the recent past. And of course, I would like to mention the last subject is YouTube, a little bit on YouTube, because the entire video editing process and the distribution of the videos is heavily influenced by the entire YouTube software and YouTube program. So, the start of my video making journey, I'll be talking about technology progression and how I got into it, a short story of 5 DVDs, and how I got into learning. Those of you who are familiar with the development of video cameras or may not be familiar, Sony was the first company to coin the word handycam in 1989. And they came out with their first handycam in 1989, which was primarily for amateur videography.
Yeah,
And it used an 8 mm magnetic tape. Those of you who belong to the older era know of the Kodak cameras, which used to have an 8 mm film for videography at that point in time. The process of technical development continued, and they came with the first handycam with a DVD recording device in 2004. Subsequently, the developments took place, and they brought out their first handycam with the hard disk drive in 2006. So that was the time my interest started developing, because till the handycam came with the hard disk drive, it was practically impossible for any amateur photographer to try and do some kind of videography. So I bought my first Handycam with the hard disk drive in around 2007. I think I got my first handicap. The handicap which you see in the picture here, that I got in 2007. And I started dabbling with it a little bit. But because of the responsibilities of the job at that time, I did not get adequate time to play around with it. I did some shooting in 2008 and just let it lie on transferred it to CDs, and it remained there for a while. Never got into serious editing. But the cameras kept on developing, and I bought my second handicap because in the year around 2016, when the first handicap started malfunctioning, I used the second handicap in 2016. The 4K cameras had come into the market, but I did not take up the 4K camera because of other limitations, handling large files, and the inability of the system to handle large files associated with it. Even on the laptop in which one could try video editing, the file sizes were humongous for 4K videos. So at that time in 2016, I purchased a regular Sony Handycam with an HD resolution. Gradually, the development took place, and then simultaneously the mobile phones were also developing with very uh, advanced cameras were coming in, more resolution was coming in, more capabilities were coming in mobile phones. So DJI, which is a Chinese company, came out with their first gimbal, which is a device I have shown here on my screen. It's called an Osmo Mobile. I have the gimbal here. I don't know whether I'll be able to show it to you. This is what it looks like in real life. And it has the capability to fit a phone here. And it provides 360 degree stability, 3-axis stability to the phone camera for shooting videos. And the benefit is it connects with the gimbal in Bluetooth, and you can operate the phone camera, whether video or static, using the gimbal controls. It completely on, off, and then swivel up, down. All the motions are available in all the axes. And it provides a fantastic amount of stability. At that time when I purchased it, I was very reluctant because DJI is a Chinese company and they have no service center in India. But the device was costing, I bought it about maybe 7-8 years ago. And I took a chance that in case it goes bad, we'll take it. But the device has functioned well and it still continues to give me very good service. Then along the way, my second Handycam also started giving problems. And finally, I opted for this. DJI came up with another miracle, which is DJI Osmo Pocket 3 in 2023. This is a pocket size camera, as you can see on the slide. It fits into the palm of your hand. And this is the device which you can see here. This is the size. This is all that is there. And it has got immense capabilities for shooting. The biggest advantage of this device is this has got a gimbal built into the device. So it provides a tremendous amount of stability to your shots when you're shooting. Secondly, the second benefit is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 comes with 4K resolution. So you are capable of shooting now in 4K resolution with a gimbal built into. So I don't need to shoot with a separate gimbal on my phone. I can use this camera and it provides. I have been using this camera now for about 1 year. I purchased it in March 2025 and I have had fantastic shots taken with it, both still photography as well as video photography. And I'm very happy with the camera. Of course, there is a problem that if anything goes wrong, again, this is a DJI product. They don't have any service center here, but then one is taking chances and getting along. Now, simultaneously, while I had started a little bit of dabbling with video editing, in 2009, my daughter got married. And as is usual, we got a videographer to do the shoot for the family wedding. And he ended up giving us 5 DVDs for the entire functions. Now, that was something I found it very ridiculous, to be honest, because I could never imagine myself sitting for something like 6, 7 hours and doing viewing on the 5 DVDs to watch the functions for a family wedding. So I told the videographer to condense them into two DVDs. But that bugger ran away. I had paid him the money and he said, "ठीक है, कर दूंगा," and he never did it for me. So I was saddled with 5 DVDs. And then I decided कि why should I depend on somebody else? Let me learn video editing myself, because I used to shoot a little bit. I had done a couple of sessions in Goa when I was there in Hubli, but nothing had come of it because I had not learned video editing by then. So in a kind of in 2009-10, I started learning editing, self-learning on the Windows Movie Maker software. Now, Movie Maker used to be a free Windows video making software on the Windows system. And little by little, I picked it up, spending some time on it. And finally, I managed to do a kind of very, very basic and shoddy job of condensing these 5 DVDs of my daughter's wedding into 2 DVDs. I managed to do it. But it was not something about which I was very happy. But as an amateurish effort, I was quite satisfied कि चलो देखने को तो at least मिलेगा. By this time, I had got transferred to Bombay, and I had a non-railway friend there who was employed with the films division of the government of India. Now, this friend, he was a master in video making because that was his profession. So I cozied up to him and requested him कि भाई मेरे को आप सिखाओ कैसे करना है ये. So I attended. I used to go to his home in Dadar area and spend some time with him learning the basics of movie making. And he told me that if you use Movie Maker, you will never learn video editing. So he asked me to switch over to a software called Pinnacle. At that time, Pinnacle was one of the good video editing software. But the software used to be quite expensive. Anyway, we managed to get a pirated copy from somewhere. And then I learned my basics from him on how to do the video editing process. Then I started doing some more editing, taking some shots locally and doing it. And there I realized that Pinnacle also started giving problems because it was pirated software. And there are a lot of limitations on that. So then I went through the various online magazines and computer magazines, and I zeroed in on Cyberlink Power Director. This is a video editing software that is developed by a Taiwanese company. And it at that time, there must have been around 2012 or 13, maybe, when I started using this software. I was in DLW at that time. So again, the problem used to be about legal and illegal software. I spent some money and I bought this software. It used to come in DVD format, and one could upload it to your laptop or PC and then run and start doing video editing. And by that time, I had also started doing some shots here and there. So this came in very handy. And the best part is that I have since then, last about 12 years, I have stuck with this software, and it is continues to be one of the leading video editing softwares in the world as of now. Of course, now they have switched over to a subscription model where I have to pay a monthly subscription, but that's okay. Now, just to give you an overview of what goes into uh, making of a video, first of all is the shooting part. There are various ways you can shoot. We call it raw stock. Once you have shot, suppose you are traveling somewhere, then you do a shooting over a period of 1 week, 10 days, whatever you are. So whatever you shoot, we call it raw stock. Raw stock means it is uncut, it is unedited, it is as it is shot, as shot. Then I prepare a storyboard. I have to decide how to structure my video. So first, I'll do the structure, how I'm going to structure it, what is the sequence in which I'm going to play the shots, what is the mood I'm going to convey in the video, what is the background music I'm going to use while playing it, and what is the kind of video size that I want, whether I want a 10-minute video, 40-minute video, 30-minute video. So all these things I have to prepare, and on a notebook, I'll put my thoughts. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is the kind of whether if I have 1 hour raw stock or 2 hours of raw stock, and I want to make a 10-minute video or a 20-minute video, I'll decide and then start working on it. Once I have started the structure, the sequence, mood, background, and everything, I'll do the video editing process. That is done on the software, this Cyberlink Power Director. After doing the editing and bringing it to some kind of a size, I will do the sound and voice recording. Then I do the compiling. The compiling is done on the computer using the software. It produces a single file which I can run as an MP4 file or something like that. I can produce the video file in different formats depending on where I'm going to eventually use it. Then I'll do the trial run. I'll run it on my laptop and see whether it is running without any glitches or there are some shots which require change. And finally, the process is published. So this is basically the entire process that goes into from shooting to publishing. Okay. Now, another one thing I zeroed on during the course of my career, of course, bulk of the work I've done after my retirement is I've got dozens of photo albums shot through the entire service, which are thrown in some junkyard or some store or some loft somewhere, and we rarely get to look at them. So I decided to digitize them. I procured a scanner and I started digitizing photos one by one album at a time. I would digitize them, digitize all the pictures, then repair them to the extent possible. I did a little bit of Photoshop. I learned a little bit of Photoshop so that I could do some very, very basic patching and repairing and make it presentable. And then create a video put all the pictures in a sequence, add music to it, add motion to it. Motion means ki I can zoom in, zoom out, or slide left, slide right, go up, go down, push up, push down. I'll provide when transitioning from one shot to another, they will be changing. And it provides a kind of motion to the whole sequence. So this is as far as the old albums are concerned, old pictures are concerned. I have done for my sister. I have done one full album. She gave me her childhood album, which contained about 100 black and white pictures. So I spent a lot of time working on them, repairing them using Photoshop, and then digitizing them and producing a video complete with music and motion and captions. And that video was uploaded and presented to my sister, and the album was returned as it is. So a similar procedure I've been following for digital photographs, which I've been collecting over a period of time. Because again, digital pictures also, they end up in some folder on your laptop or a DVD or somewhere, and then DVD is dumped here and there. And for most of us who are on transferable jobs, I mean, we end up losing. I have lost a couple of videos like this in my transfers. I don't know where those CDs or DVDs have gone. So once I digitize the pictures and produce a video, I can store it somewhere. Now, of course, there are places like YouTube and other this thing. So this I making good use of this. I still got about, I would say, 20 to 30 albums pending for digitization, but I've not been able to get the time to work on them because a lot of videos I've been making, a lot of backlog is there in the videos also. Now with the new technology that is coming in, these new cameras like the one I showed you here, this one, they enable a lot of new technology shots, and I'll try and see if I can show them to you. The time lapse. First is the time lapse. You must have seen these shots. Okay. This is a time lapse shot which I shot in Bali. This is a sunset and captured the motion of the clouds as well as the sunset. So these are used just as a short this thing. Here's another one which I shot at Tijara Fort in Rajasthan, which shows a sunset and how the building lights up. Now in time lapse, your camera is still. The camera is not moving and the object is still. The clouds may be moving, but the camera is still. We have motion control time lapse. Here what happens is the camera is fixed, but the lens is panning from one side to the other. So I'll just show you. This is called motion control time lapse. This is a shot of New York I've taken from online. Here you can see only the camera is panning from left to right. So this is called a motion control time lapse. Then a lot of you would have seen botanical time lapses, which are time lapse shots of flowers which are flowering. So I've taken one from National Geographic, which I will just show you as a demo. This is a flower blooming. The only difference is that in flower time lapse, they take a lot of time because you have to keep the camera fixed for a period of 24 to 48 hours to capture the full bloom. Then another technology-enabled facility is hyperlapse. Hyperlapse is where the camera will focus on one object. What it does is you can move the camera, but it will remain focused on one object. For instance, I am in a market and I have a clock tower there, let's say. So I can fix my camera on the clock tower and I can keep moving my camera towards the clock tower, but my shot will remain fixed. Here's another example of how the hyperlapse works. This is a shot of a statue where the camera is focusing on the statue, but the background is moving because the photographer is moving the camera, keeping the camera focused on this thing. So the background is moving, but the object on which it is fixed is not moving. So these are technology enabled shots. If somebody is interested, he can use them. My camera provides all these shots. I can use them, and I do use them on this. Okay. Now a little bit on the actual process of making a video, how a video is made. Now, one of the most important things is selection of background music. And in fact, that is the first step because that sets the mood for the entire video. So I will typically, for a 10-minute video, I'll spend 2-3 days scanning different types of music and then zero in on 2 or 3 uh, instrumentals, which I feel will fit into the mood. But there are problems with using music is the serious copyright issues because if you are going to upload a video on YouTube, you get a copyright strike. So I had uploaded some old videos in which I had used copyrighted music, and the moment I uploaded it, that YouTube slammed copyright strikes on those videos. In fact, some of those videos are still online, and these are peculiar issues. I mean, we can discuss at length. But for instance, one of my videos, which has some copyrighted music, is banned in about 7-8 countries, but it is not banned in rest of the countries. So one has to contend with it. There are no copyright music is available, but it comes with riders. The royalty-free music is available. That also comes with riders. So once I have decided the music, the next step is beat synchronization. I'll work out the beats of the music, and then I have to synchronize my video shots with the beat. Otherwise, the flow of the video will be out of tune with the music. Right. So I have to do beat synchronization. Then I have to prepare transitions where transitions are where I change from one scene to another, or one day to another, or one landscape to another. Then I add titles, captions. I script the commentary which I am going to record on that, and then do the audio recording for the commentary on my video editing software. And then I check whether the recording is done. This, in fact, recording of commentary is the weakest link because I've not been able to master it in the way I should be able to do it. The next step, as I mentioned earlier, is compiling and trial run and then uploading it on the YouTube platform. And after uploading it, I do the subtitling work. The YouTube generates automatic subtitles for any video that you upload if you demand it. So I will set, for instance, I have done a video in Hindi commentary I've done. I do normally the commentary is in English, but I'll tell you YouTube this is a Hindi commentary, so please generate the Hindi this thing. So YouTube takes about a day, and next day I'll go and check out this thing. There'll be a few mistakes. In a 10-minute video, maybe there are about 15-20 mistakes. We'll correct it and then ask it to translate into English. It takes about 5-6 hours to translate into English. Then I'll correct the English this thing. And then once that is done, everything I'll see it is in order, then I'll publish it on YouTube. So this whole process is how it runs. Now, everyone knows that AI is coming in a big way for video editing. And the biggest question for people like us is, I mean, will it totally kill the creativity which is there with the video editors and producers who are producing videos all over? Because video is the in thing today. Everyone is into videos. So that anxiety is understandable, and the software is coming in gradually, and I have been tinkering with the AI features which my software provides. So little bit I will be talking about what it offers, what my software offers. So the video features which are there is the first one is AI storytelling. AI storytelling is what uh, basically it gives me a first of all I just want to mention as a prelude that the system works on a basis of credits, what they call credits. The Cyberlink company gives me 100 credits per month for using for AI features. On top of it, I can log in every day into my software program, editing program, and click a button which gives me 3 software credits every day for every day that I log in. So on a day, say 30 day month, I get 100 credits as a bank from the Cyberlink company, and 90 I can generate using everyday clicking. So 190 credits, I'm good for using the AI features. So every AI feature requires a different amount of credits, and I can only, if I have credits, and of course, you can buy more credits if you want. For instance, you want to do more AI work, then they are giving about 1,000 credits you can get for about 6,000 rupees. That is the cost they are selling right now. So AI storytelling, the feature that gives me the ability to generate an entire video from scratch. I have to put in my raw stock, which is I'll put in say 10 video clips and say 5 still pictures, and I'll tell it a story. It'll ask me what is the title you want, what is the mood you want, what is the storyline you want, how would you like it, how many minutes you want. So I will write down everything in the narrative, and then it will check whether whatever I am demanding, the raw stock which I have uploaded, whether that is adequate for producing an AI video as per my demand. Now today I was dabbling with it, trying to make a small this thing, and it told me that no, we need 20 more still pictures and 5 minutes more video. Otherwise, we will not be able to do. So I added this thing and did some. So this gives me a ready-made video at the end. This is the feature that gives me, but it utilizes a lot of credits because it uses a lot of uh, power. Auto edit was the first video editing feature which Cyberlink introduced about a year ago. And this gives me bite-sized videos, which is about videos are less than 1 minute, basically. And they are like flyers. I can make shorts or something like that on those. But the problem with auto edit is that there are fixed templates. They have got about 15 to 20 templates, and any stock that you give them, the output is on those 15, 20 templates. So once you have done those 50, 20 templates, there is no originality. Then you're only repeating, and all your videos will look the same. So this has got a very limited life, and I'm not. I've used a few. I made about 5, 6, and I don't use it now. Then text to video, a very basic feature. I can write text key. This is what I want. I want say a video of a schoolboy ducking a ball in a basketball court. So I'll describe he is wearing a blue vest and he is wearing a red short and white shoes, and then it produces that video, say 5 second or whatever. It charges credit for that. Then similarly, image to video, I can take a still image I can tell it, here is the picture of my say, grandson, and I would like the Spider-Man to come and hug him. So I have a small grandchild. He's 8 years old, very fond of Spider-Man. So the AI is going to generate a video where Spider-Man comes and hugs my grandson. I did it, and my grandson loved it. Again, this uses a lot of credits, but the feature is available with me. Another feature is character motion swap. They have got some template videos. For instance, there's a 1 minute video of a lady who's dancing on a stage, and say you would like to replace that lady with some other lady or with a gent. So you provide the still picture and say this is the person I would like. You retain the motion, but you swap the character. Character motion swap means the same motion will be retained and the character will be changed. So let's say I have got Miss X I put in place of Miss Y who's there in the original video. And it goes, the process is that it will ask for my credits. If I say, okay, you deduct so many credits, then the video is uploaded to their mainframe or their computer in Taiwan. And from there, they will say, okay, we'll email you. After half an hour, we get saying your video is ready. And it comes into my software and I download it and check it out. So that is character motion swap. Then we have AI video enhancement. A number of times I find that my videos are not adequately sharp. So I want to enhance them using AI. So I put my old videos, if a 5 second clip is there, or a 10-second clip, or a 3 second clip, where I'm not happy with the way I've shot it, and it is not sharp enough, it is not, resolution is not good, light is not good, there's some problem, colors are not good. So I'll tell AI to please enhance it. And on a credit-based system, say a 3 minute or 3 second clip, AI takes it, it may charge me 5 credits or 10 credits. And again, it goes to their server and comes back to me after 5-10 minutes, and I download it and use it. Then talking avatar is having a person talking to you. I can have any avatar with any person. They give me an option of some 20 odd avatars, different faces and blonde and white and black and brown and different hair. What talking avatar do you want? If somebody is talking, there's a commentary. You want somebody to put a face there on the commentary. That you put the AI the commentary. And choose the avatar that I want. This avatar. This is the face that I like. I mean, whatever gender you choose, and it produces, and you'll have a clip reading out that whatever script you have given, and that avatar is talking to you. On the screen, you can use that clip in your video. Then AI speech to text. This is the reverse. It's like converting your speech into subtitles. So if there is a speech you want to convert into text, you upload the audio file, and the AI will convert it into text. Then there are audio features, AI in the software. One is voice translator, where I can translate if I'm speaking in say English, I can say that you translate this into Spanish or French or Chinese. Unfortunately, my software does not provide Hindi translation as of now. Similarly, text to speech is there. I can give it any text, and it will generate the speech for that. And I can choose the voice that I want for my speaker. Whether I want a heavy voice, I want high treble, I want this. So they have about 20, 30 odd different speakers, different voices. Some are gentle, some are rough, some are polite. So you can choose and tell कि ये मेरा text है, and this is what, please you read it out in this voice. I have tried it in a couple of videos. It has unfortunately bombed back because people have not liked the voice which I used in my commentary. And after that, I have never used this feature again. I'm happy using my own voice for the background commentary. And of course, there's an AI music generator. I can ask it to generate any kind of music, and it generates against a system of credits. But I have not used it because I use different music for my this thing, and I don't generate music from scratch. There are different image features available. I can convert text to image by giving a text prompt. I can convert text to image by giving text plus face. I can give it a face and I can give it a text key. This is the face I want to use, but this is the way. For instance, if you see the uh, Jamalpur Alumni Association video channel, there is a thumbnail there which shows the symbol. It shows a Jimmy boy against a blue sky in a green blazer and a striped red tie. So that I generated using this text to image text plus this thing. And AI replace, of course, you can replace the face using AI in any image that you want. And I don't use these features generally if only it is required for this. So this is the kind of features. There are, of course, now you have more advanced features which are coming in Google Gemini and others, but most of them are paid features and they do not come free. These are also paid because AI uses a lot of computing power, and nobody is willing to give you sophisticated features for free. So whatever free you get, maybe 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Beyond that, nothing is free as of now. Okay, now the question of future of video editing in AI proliferation. Whatever I have seen, whatever I have been watching on YouTube. There are a couple of my gurus are there from whom I have learned video editing, and I keep learning from their videos which they routinely put up on this thing. The prevailing view is that AI is not going to replace the video editing process because it is as of now the capabilities which are available, it cannot convey the kind of mood or the theme or the scheme that you want to convey using your video editing skills. And because it's a combination of the visuals, it's a combination of music, it's a combination of commentary, it's a combination of the flow of your video, how it flows from one end to another. So at least for the next 4 or 5 years, I don't see any serious proliferation of this thing, video editing. Of course, we are seeing this thing. A lot of comic videos are coming in on the YouTube, but there, I think that is a very, very short this thing scope is there for that. Short videos up to say 1 minute, half minute. There is the audience for that. Now, any discussion on video editing or videos would be incomplete without YouTube. This is something. It has become a part of our lives, and at all levels, all of you will agree that it has kind of become indispensable for everyone, and everyone from any level of any strata of society. You will find people from the rickshaw driver to the biggest baron, industrial baron. Yeah, everyone is scanning through YouTube's. So you will be. It's interesting to note that YouTube shares its birthday with Jamalpur, and YouTube was born on 14th February 2005. We go back long, far more than that, and How it came about also is an accident. I've just picked up some notes from this thing. The three guys who basically started the concept and how it triggered. The three persons, they were PayPal employees earlier: Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Javed Karim. They are in the Silicon Valley in the USA, California. And they started it as they thought of it as a dating site. YouTube started off as a dating site first. And but once they started it, and it started, as I said, in 2005. And the first video that Javed Karim he floated was small videos, a few 16, 20 seconds, of me at the zoo. He shot his own video standing in front of some elephants in the zoo and talking about their trunks. And he uploaded the first video on 23rd April 2005. So they were not getting adequate response, and then they gradually as he picked up. But the second reason why it became popular was of what was infamously known as the Nipplegate, which happened in 2004 during the American National Football League. In a halftime concert, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. I mean, Janet's breast was accidentally exposed, and it became a very controversial issue in America at that time. And it was seen live by millions of people, but those who missed out, they wanted to see the video, and they couldn't get that video because it became a legal issue, and it was buried under it. And Javed was one of those who was looking around for that video, and they couldn't locate that video at that time. So that was one of the triggers that they said, we would like to set up a video platform where people can share the videos of common interest. And he started with this, of course. And after that, it picked up. It picked up very fast. Within a year, people started because of the ease with which he provided uniformity. There were multiple video formats at that time. These three guys, they standardized the video formats, that these are the formats you can use for uploading on this platform. And the simplicity with which an ordinary person could upload the video and view it on his device at that point in time. It started gaining popularity, and gradually it picked up, and the volumes went up to 25 million videos. And Google purchased it in November 2006. Once they saw the potential that was there, they purchased it in 2006, and the rest, as you know, is history. After that, Google have kind of allowed it to explode, and with the smartphones coming in, every smartphone is now running YouTube videos. Now, basically, on the type of videos which are there on YouTube, there are three types of videos. So when I upload a video on YouTube, I am given three choices: whether I make it public, or I make it unlisted, or I make it private. A private video is what I keep to myself. Nobody can access it except if I provide a link through the email to that person for a limited time. That person can view it. So a lot of my videos which I have uploaded on YouTube, I'm using it as a storage platform. And a lot of my private videos, more than 100, I have got private videos, which I can share with my family or whosoever whenever I want. That second category is unlisted. Unlisted video is the one where that video is unlisted in the this thing books of or my channel. It is unlisted, but I can give the link to anybody, and anybody with that link, I don't need to send it through email or anything like that. He can watch it. And anybody with that link can watch it, even if I have not sent it. If I say send it to Ranjit Virdi, he shares it with Luthra, and so Luthra can watch it. So unlisted is that it is not listed in my channel. It's there in my channel, but anyone with a link can watch it. Private is only I can see that. Public isn't. Anyone can watch it just by approaching my channel, and it is available for public viewing. Of course, there are other videos. You have online events are there. Those videos are there, but ultimately after the event is over, that video, if it is stored on YouTube, it has to fall into these three categories. Little bit on monetization, I want to discuss. Although I'm not in that league, I'm not in the league of monetized YouTube members. YouTube offers tremendous benefits for those who are prolific producers of videos and who have got large viewership. They have created this revenue sharing model with those who are meeting their norms. One is ad revenue. So somebody who has 4,000 hours of viewing in a year and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers gets a share of the ad revenue that is played on the while their videos are being played. The second system is their fan funding. They have provided a channel for fan funding. Suppose there is a musician or a producer, video producer whom I like. So I can contribute $1, $5, $10 through tokens. So there are different ways now they are provided on the YouTube channel that you can just click and transmit money to the channel owner if you are happy with the work he's doing. That is fan funding, it is called. Then you have merchandise promotion. YouTube, when you upload a video, YouTube will ask you whether you are promoting any merchandise. I say no, so that doesn't apply to me. But if you are promoting a merchandise, lot of people who are doing promotional videos. For instance, I've been watching these car video cams. Now, car video cams which you fit in your automobile. A lot of people are promoting different Chinese brands, and there are videos on. They will do videos on how good it is or how bad it is, or which is good, which is bad. So they get with this merchandise promotion, or it's also called affiliate marketing. They are doing. So there are different ways in which you can monetize the videos, and another is that the premium YouTube offers you premium viewing this thing on a fees. So if you are a premium viewer, it is charging you fees, and if the fees earned from premium viewers is also shared by YouTube with the content owner. Now, different challenges, little bit of challenges which one faces while doing. Some of the challenges are that there are problems if you particularly if you upload videos of children, there are very serious restrictions YouTube imposes on videos which have children in them. And you have to, while uploading, you have to give a commitment that there is no abuse, there is nothing like that. And even the videos, even if your video is not there, that can be used and abused. So, as a measure of caution, when I put my I mean, where my grandchildren are featuring, I'll mask their faces in the public videos. I mask their faces so that whenever they come on the screen, their faces are not visible, but you can see the rest of their body. They're running up and down or whatever they're doing. So challenges are there for this thing. There are challenges in as I mentioned about using the music. A lot of music which is available, which they will not. The producers don't respond when you ask them. In the last video, in fact, that particular track that I liked very much, I went to that musician. I asked his permission that can I use your video for my travel video? He did not reply. So I assumed that he has no objection to that. I produced my video, and then after I uploaded it, he came back to me that I will not allow you to monetize it because you have used my music without permission. Of course, I'm not worried about that because I don't think I'll get into that league of monetization. So these challenges are there. Thank you. I'll take questions
Thank
now.
you, thank you, Rakesh. Fantastic journey through the journey on videography. It's quite a universe out there, and I must say you've delved into this field to an extent which is really fascinating. I'll open this forum to discussion. Anybody? I think there are some chats.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yes,
Uh,
Kapil.
that what I have found that of course I keep watching videos of my subject, that is history and culture, and then when I want to use that video, then the transcriptions come to a great help to me, which I download and all that. Now, what I'm saying, since you're talking about AI, can we somehow have AI in this field, and the transcriptions of YouTube videos of this common interest or common subject or what you want through your questioning with AI can be collected and downloaded, some such thing. So are we thinking of that, or if you are thinking that, can if not thinking, then can we do something about it? I am saying use of AI in compiling, collating the transcriptions of common
No,
interest.
no. Can you just tell me what do you mean by transcription?
The what do you call it? Yeah, that written. When video is there, each video, the language is recorded later on. What do you call the transcription? You call it,
Well,
na?
let's say there is a speaker and
No,
he's
no,
giving
no, no,
telling you
no, no,
something.
no,
Huh.
speaker. No, no, no. Every video, I don't know whether every video or not, but most of the videos which I find, educative videos from this TIAS and some institutions, when they give the video, there is a transcription also. In text, it is transcribed. And then
That
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 Rakesh,
is available already available on YouTube.
Correct. It is available on YouTube. So say transcription of one YouTube is for that one particular YouTube. What I am saying, that if AI can be used and the transcriptions of common subject can be say collated and taken out by AI and can be given to the user for his purpose. Because today, if I have to study, then I have to go for 10 videos and download 10 transcriptions and then extract my message.
Yes, yes,
Rakesh,
there is, there is,
can
there is. YouTube does not offer any such facility.
if you go to this, we have this 17th session, which was of Narayan, K. Narayan. He had given somebody had put the transcript, had put the video, our edited video, into an AI model, and the AI had shortened that 1 hour video into about 10 minutes or 15 minutes. And it had really upgraded the quality of his his presentation on the 17th session. I don't know if I have put that on the virtual launch session, but if you go and see it on, if I find it, I'll send it to you. I think that's what you mean. It really improves the quality of the recording. Is that what you mean, Chabe?
No, that is one part. That is one part, improving quality of particular. No, supposing there are 10 videos, let us say Emperor Ashoka. Now, on Emperor Ashoka, his history and his cultural development and all that, there are 10 videos in the YouTube which you come across. Now, each video has got its own transcription. Now, if I have to later on study the whole thing, I have to download 10 transcriptions, then apply my own mind, and then do some collation, some such thing, and extract out what I want. But supposing AI is used and AI gives me all 10 video transcriptions together, downloads it, gives me the something like that. I'm saying that is the use of AI, na? AI is not.
No, it's not. It's
You
not.
can
I'm
ask
not aware of
ChatGPT to
anything
do
like
it.
that.
You can ask
I'm not aware
ChatGPT
of
to do it.
anything.
ChatGPT will do it for you.
I just
No,
mentioned.
YouTube has no AI mode as of now.
Okay.
I think
Anybody?
Hemant had asked whether this requires some very high-end laptops to be used.
Yes, it does require high-end laptops because particularly if you're doing video editing in 4K, the file sizes are humongous. You require very good graphics processor for processing your videos.
Yeah.
Okay, Vatash, I wanted to ask a question.
Sir,
Yeah, you make a video of a Jamalpur Club Day function, and then you write down a script. And can you ask AI to produce that video in, say, Amitabh Bachchan's voice?
sir, the voices are available, which are they give you a choice of about, like my software gives you a choice about 20, 30 voices.
Okay,
It doesn't allow you to go beyond them.
I see.
So if you can try and find the voice which is nearest to Amitabh Bachchan's voice
Okay,
and use that.
okay,
And every software has different capabilities. So
okay,
maybe there is some software that offers Amitabh Bachchan's voice. You could use
okay,
that
okay.
to do the voiceover.
Achha. Have you produced any video of any Jamalpur function which you could share with us?
Jamalpur function. What do you call
Club Day
Jamalpur
function में
function,
कोई
sir?
any time. You attended one, I think last function you attended, no? What is a Club Day function? You might have made a video of that, or no?
No, I have not made, sir.
Achha, okay. Somebody else
If
may
I
have made.
start making videos, then I can't enjoy the club day.
Okay. Okay.
It is part of you.
It requires a lot of work, sir.
Rakesh has done all the editing for the virtual launch session and uploading on YouTube.
I see.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Rakesh, I have a question for you.
Sir,
Uh, Firstly, thanks a lot for a very educative and illustrative presentation. But is there any, what do you say, free software available for video editing? Say, I'm going for a walk. I just shoot a video of a sunset by the
Yes,
lake,
yes.
close to my
Oh,
house.
lots of free.
If I want to edit it,
Sir,
what would you recommend? What for an Android phone, which is a good video editing software in your view, which is free?
Sir,
Or nothing is
I
free. I
don't
mean, I
use.
don't know.
You will get, sir. You go to this. What do you call that?
Play Store.
Google Play Store
Uh-huh.
and look for video editing software in Android. You will get it. Lot of them are there.
Or what? Any recommendation from you, because you're in this field for a while. You've been.
I don't use those, sir. I don't, because I do my even the shots which I make in the ratio of this 6:19. I do it on my software. I
All
don't
right.
use the phone because there's a lot of limitations on that software. But if you want simple editing,
Yeah.
you will get plenty of them. Plenty of them are there, sir. I
Play Store.
wouldn't know the
Okay.
names.
Okay. Thanks a lot. Thank you. And keep up
I
your
think
good
we
work.
can.
Thank you very much, Rakesh. It's been a great talk. This session has been wonderful. I'm
Excellent.
sure
Superb. Superb. I think one of the best.